Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is the most, this is the most important or say special video which I wanted to make since like ages, seriously since ages. But I don't know, somehow I have been postponing that, or somehow I was like, no, this is not the time to do this, is not the time to do this, and I was just postponing this. So this is my weight loss journey video. So how did I actually got rid of my almost 10 to 12 years of obese life, and what helped me in getting rid of my that habits, and how did I drop from like XL to now with somewhere in between small and medium. How did I lose so many sizes and etc. I just wanted to share all those things. So let's get started. To I don't know, honestly, I don't know where to start, but I'll try to put it as clear as possible what actually helped me in doing that. So, the first thing is, frankly, I was obese child since third or fourth standard of my schooling. I don't know how did I suddenly gain weight, but I can, as far as I can remember or recollect, I had chicken pox once, and after that, I don't know, some changes took place in my daily routine, I believe. So I started eating a lot, and I started gaining weight, and the cycle continued. And like any other parents, even my parents got scared that I have developed some thyroid disorder, or say I had some eating disorder. I may have some problem with my GIT, or say gastrointestinal tract, or with problem with my stomach, or say my digestive system, etc. So it was always due to some underlying health issue, they thought. So I was taken to each and every known hospital, and I was being spoken to so many eminent doctors, and all of them has to say one thing was in common, that hereditary. So my paternal side grandparents were a bit on a higher side of weight, so that is the reason, and it may not be possible for me to lose weight. So that's something I've been hearing, and of course, but I guess it may have contributed me in such a way that it's a very tender age, right? You won't be having your own ideas at very matlab, not everyone, right? I was like a very that kind of child, so I didn't have any kind of ideas of my own. So I took it very seriously and consciously that yeah, I can't do anything with my body. So I did nothing. I was just studying, eating, sitting, going to school and coming back, and that was my routine for about like 10th class. So since then it got up to nice, because I was not so much conscious about how I'm going and how the way I look. So because it starts with just understanding the way you look, right? No one realizes that they're going to develop a heart attack, that's why they need to lose weight. No, it doesn't go. Mirror is something which makes you realize that for the first time that you need to do something about your body, but mirror couldn't do. My mirror even didn't do that. So I was next comes my intermediate phase, where I took BPC, and much more I have to sit and read, for just read, that's all. I don't have any physical activity. My college timings were like 6 to 8. You heard me right, 14 hours of studying, and traveling, and it's like 6 to 9 approximately. There were some days even I didn't see sunlight. Like I used to leave house before sunrise, and I used to come up late after sunset. So that was my lifestyle for like 1.5 to 2 years. So even after so many efforts, I somehow managed to get into the medical side, but that gave me much more obese body, some health issues and everything. So when I entered into my BHMS first year, that is my homeopathic science, I took that after my intermediate. So I got into my medical college, and after that, again, first year was a rigorous one. You have to study a lot, and for getting into medicine you have to study, and after getting into that you have to study more. So I somehow again managed to get into that, and I did well, and everything gone, and it's like 1.5 year. My first year lasted for 1.5 year duration, and after that, in my summer holidays, I somehow came across some YouTube channels, or say I guess that is a time where I got some time to actually think, and I have to do something about my body. I guess it started way back then. So this was around 2014. So at that time I started, So that's for the first time I just took responsibility. Frankly speaking, before that I just didn't realize I can do something about my body. So it was far, the action to be taken is far away from picture. I was not even mentally ready that I can do something about my body. So that idea got into my mind only in 2014. So after that I started doing something, and changes came, and that lasted well. And it was like, I used to work out some days, and according to my mood, and sometimes I don't. And suddenly, as I was stuck to YouTube, in YouTube you can see many videos, right? Like lose 10 kgs in 10 days and 20 kgs in 1 month, like that. So I used to do them for 15 days. I used to lose weight, and again I used to gain back. So it was like a game for me. I used to get into that and get out of that. It was like visiting a place, that's all. So it was never a serious issue for me. So it went on, and my 5.5 years got over, and my internship was done. And I got to a point of time wherein I was not rushing into the next step into my education, and I got some time to actually understand what's exactly happening with myself. So in that process only I came across some books, and I'm really glad I came across those books at the end of 2018. And 2019 Jan 2nd was the time I staunchly decided that something I will be doing something, but for a change I'll be doing it for minimum of 6 months, and I'll be sticking on to that irrespective of the result I'm gonna get. So I stuck to that, and in that process I understood 5 very important things which we generally don't understand in the process of weight losing. The first thing is, we are not clear about why we need to actually lose weight. And I somehow understood that these many days way back, when I was losing, again I was gaining, it was just a game for me. I was not serious about my body. I was just playing around with my body, that's all. So this time I've become serious. Why? Because I want to become healthy. No, not I just want to get down from scale, or say I don't want scale to move to a lower side. Till these many days I had that idea, but now the only thing which drives me is I want to be healthy. So a stronger why will decide what result and how much time you will be committing yourself for fitness. And the second thing is how is very much important. We think like, right, I'll gonna work out, I'll do workout, and I'll have some exercise routine into my lifestyle, but we are not clear how we are going to do that, what kind of exercise we'll be doing, at what time we'll be doing. So these are some things which really helped me understanding, and I got all these ideas. Everything is from one book called as Atomic Habits, and second thing is like Compound Effect. These two are really wonderful books. They kept me driving like anything. I'm really thankful that my brother bought those books at the really correct period of time, and that really marked a great difference in my life. And that was around that moment only I started my another YouTube channel, which was previous to this, which deals with homeopathic subjects. And after that I started this channel, and so that's the time where I understood it was much about mind. The weight gain and weight loss process was much more related to your mind rather than your body. So I understood that. And the third thing is, I said the first thing, the lack of clarity of why, and the lack of clarity of how, and lack of patience. This is really a very stronger point. I was really patient this time with myself, and that is the reason I lost from the first picture, which you can see, where I weighed around 80, I believe 80 to 84 between. And now the second picture, which you can see, I'm around like 68, like that. So I lost so much. In this, I would say it's a really large span of time, but I would say it's a long lasting one, and I'm really damn sure right now I'm not gonna go back to that weight again, because I know how my mind works, how my body works. So that is a confidence that gave me. So it's lack of patience. Patience is really important, and you have to be much more understanding yourself. And lack of understanding is also really a very crucial thing, which will delay the process of losing weight, because a really deeper understanding about why we eat, how we eat, and how our body works to the food we eat. These all things, these are basic things I guess every human being should know, not just nutritionist, not just a doctor, not just a medical person should know, not just a gym trainer, not just them. Any person who lives on this earth and who eats, and human being, basically a human being is the only qualification you need to have to learn these things. I believe these should be taught for everyone, because these are some things which are going very much unnoticed but will have a higher and a very huge impact in individuals' physical and mental health. I know how many days I suffered mentally, and I can't share everything, but I can definitely communicate with my words. I believe that someone watching my video can totally relate, I believe, and I totally understand lack of patience and a lack of understanding are the really greatest barriers for losing weight. And the next thing is the capacity or the inability to wind yourself up again after falling off your track. I guess that is something which again delays the process of weight loss. Most of the times I have seen when someone on diet have something out of their routine, it's high possibilities there that they won't again get back to their regular diet. They feel as if they've committed a big sin and they are bound to be fat. So again you can understand there is a lot of emotional thing going on. So I believe we have to be resilient. First thing, we have to develop patience, and we have to have a kind of understanding about the body on a basic level, not to the master level, but at least on a basic level. And we have to be clear about why we need to lose weight and how we are going to do that. That's something which are actually, these are really important 5 things. I believe if you have a clear idea about these 5 things, you are bound to lose weight and you are bound to become a fit individual and a healthy individual mentally and physically. So both are these very much interlinked and dependent on each other. So that brings me to the end of this video. So this was my fitness journey, and I would like to again remind that these are the 5 things which helped me, and that is the reason I started this channel. And most of the things I'll be dealing in here is related to food and exercise only, but again I also think that mind is equally important in attaining all these things together. So I'll be sharing those things in the coming videos as well. Hopefully the things I learned through these books in the form of Atomic Habits and Compound Effect, as I already said, if they will be helping some people sitting out there, I'll be really glad that I was found to help someone suffering with a similar thing which I suffered with. So that is the only and main and whole and sole intention I started this channel. I'm really I wouldn't say shameful, but I would feel sometimes bad that I'm not being regular with this channel because of my other occupational work. But from now, so this is my quarantine resolution. It's funny, but yeah, this is my quarantine resolution that I'll be sticking on to this channel. I'll be posting at least 1 video a week, and so that I can share something I learned in a week which was not known to someone out there. That will help me in knowing new things myself, and as well as someone watching me on YouTube. So that brings me to the end of this video. Till then, bye bye, and move a bit, and don't think too much about quarantine and COVID-19. Bad things or tough things don't last, but tough people do. And if you have to last, you have to stay at home. That is a really important thing. Stay at home, stay safe, exercise, eat good, and take good amount of sleep. Be happy, spend your time with your family. Bye bye, and have a great day.